Listen closely. If you are here right now, it's not a coincidence. Today, a lunar event is occurring so rare that most of humanity will never know it's happening. But you do. And it's not because someone told you, it's because something within you brought you to this moment without you even suspecting it. Tonight, an ancestral energetic portal opens above us. A lunar alignment that only appears when reality is about to be rewritten. And there is something you must understand from now on. This message is not for everyone. Only those who have awakened enough can perceive this signal. That means your soul is already tuned to the frequency of what's coming. That means you are among the chosen. What is about to be unleashed is not a simple astronomical phenomenon. It is a cosmic reset. The veil between the life you know and the life that belongs to you becomes so thin it almost disappears. The energy descending tonight contains light codes designed to activate 7 miracles in those who are ready to accept them. But there is a price. None of this will work if you only listen for the sake of listening. This is not a transmission to passively watch. It is an activation. Each word here is a key. Each revelation is a tool to transform your destiny. If you leave halfway, that door will be closed. Stay with me to the end. What you do in the next few hours will define the next few years of your life. Get ready, because from today on, nothing will be the same. Before continuing, I need you to connect your energy with what is happening here. Write the number 777 in the comments. That number is not a simple sign. It's a direct declaration to the universe. With it, you're saying, I am present, I am awake, I am ready to receive. If this message is resonating with you, subscribe to the channel right now. Here you will continue receiving the signs and guidance you need to move forward in this awakening. Have you felt it lately? That strange vibration in the air that appears when everything is apparently silent. That tingling that runs through your hands, as if an electric current were waking something dormant inside you. Perhaps your nights have become restless, full of vivid dreams you remember in far more detail than usual. Dreams that feel like messages. Dreams that make you wake up with the feeling that what happens there is even more real than what you live when you open your eyes. Perhaps you have felt pressure in the center of your forehead, right where your spiritual vision lies, your door to hidden knowledge, that point many call the third eye. None of that is a coincidence. None of that is a product of your imagination. They are signs, physical and emotional symptoms, that your body is responding to a huge energetic shift that is moving across the planet right now. What you are experiencing is your energy field adjusting to a wave of electromagnetic expansion that is being amplified by this rare lunar alignment. Science can talk about gravitational force, but ancient civilizations already knew a much deeper part of this truth. This moon emits a vibrational frequency so high that it is rewriting the energetic structure of reality. It is a wave designed to activate fifth dimension consciousness in those who are ready to make that leap. Your physical body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body are synchronizing to sustain this new light that is arriving. That's why you might feel anxiety without cause, sadness that appears suddenly, or an inexplicable excitement as if you were waiting for something enormous to happen before you at any moment. And the truth is, you are waiting for something like that. Your soul knows it. Your highest self has been preparing you for many lifetimes to reach the exact point where you are right now. The old world, the one of limitations, of fear, of repetitive cycles and wounds that seemed never to heal, is losing strength. Its programming is weakening. This lunar surge is a catalyst accelerating the fall of that inner system that used to keep you bound. You have before you a force that can open a completely new door, and you decide whether you walk through that door or stay where you have always been. Understanding what is happening within you is vital, because by understanding it, you stop feeling dragged by the energy and start directing it. You begin to influence your own timeline. You begin to become a conscious creator of your destiny. The first manifestation is already happening in those who are truly awakening. It is the first of 7 miracles, and it is the foundation that allows the other miracles to unfold later. This first miracle is called the Sacred Echo, and its purpose is to free you definitively from the invisible chains that have limited your spiritual evolution for centuries. It is a deep and decisive purification, a final separation from ancient ties your soul has been carrying through different existences. The unique energy of this moon works like a celestial tuning fork that makes your energy field vibrate in its most hidden corners. It is focused on your pending karma, the inherited burdens of your ancestors, and the pacts your soul made in past lives that have already fulfilled their purpose. That is why, in recent days, you may have felt intense emotions that appear like a sudden wave, a rage that arises for no reason, a sadness that seems not to belong to this life. You may have dreamed of people you have not seen for many years, or even with unfamiliar faces that nonetheless feel intimately familiar. Those are the echoes. They are energetic memories. They are parts of the past rising to the surface because the time has come to heal them and release them forever. Emotional pain, your tendency to self-sabotage, the same arguments with different people, the financial blocks that seem never to end, all that has deeper roots than a simple decision or an isolated event in this life. They are vibrational remnants of other experiences recorded in your energy. Tonight, the light of this moon acts like sacred water that dissolves the karmic residue you no longer need to carry. And here, something crucial occurs. You have the capacity to participate actively in this release. To do so, you don't need complicated rituals or external tools. You only need true intention and presence. When you notice that an echo appears in the form of an intense emotion or an old memory that returns, stop for a moment. Close your eyes, breathe, and in your mind acknowledge that energy that is emerging to say goodbye. You can say it aloud or internally. I see you. I thank you for the lesson you gave my soul during this long journey. And now I release you with love because your mission is over. As you express it, the energy loosens. It lets go. Then visualize the silvery light of the moon entering through your crown and filling your body. Watch that light embrace the echo that appeared and dissolve it into pure clarity. Each time you do this, a vibrational chain is broken. Each time you do this, your ancestral line becomes lighter. It is an individual liberation and also a collective liberation. If you feel you are ready to leave behind that ancient weight that no longer belongs to your new reality, you can declare your intention at this very moment by writing in the comments the phrase, "I release." By doing so, you send a direct signal to the universe. It is a conscious decision, an affirmation of your freedom. The moment you declare your intention, your energy expands. Your soul feels you are ready, and the miracle begins to complete itself. Breathe deeply as you do it, and feel how the past peels away from your energy field, like dust carried off by the wind. This is the great cleansing your spirit has been waiting for so long. But karmic release, this initial miracle called Sacred Echo, marks only the first step of this transformation. It is the process that cleans your energy, that leaves your interior like a completely renewed vessel, ready to receive. When all that old emotional density comes off you, what remains is a pure space, a luminous, energetic emptiness that becomes fertile ground for what comes next. And that space does not remain open for long. The universe is prepared to fill it with something extraordinary. That is why you are here right now. You have reached the threshold of the second miracle. This second miracle is known as the Portal of Dreams. And tonight, while the moon unfolds its rarity in the sky, that portal is completely open. The border that separates the physical world in the third dimension from the vast quantum field, that place where all possible realities exist at the same time, is becoming very thin. The energy of this lunar alignment amplifies your consciousness in such a way that your most focused thoughts, your most intense emotions, and above all, your sincerest intentions become direct decrees toward creation. Tonight, your desires are no longer simple dreams that fade upon waking. They transform into vibrational commands that the universe receives immediately. What once could take years begins to collapse its manifestation time into weeks, days, or even hours. You are entering a territory where reality responds almost instantly to what you emit. This is something sages and spiritual masters have known for centuries. The universe constantly mirrors back what you are holding within. If you vibrate abundance, the universe responds with abundance. If you vibrate love, the universe responds with love. If you vibrate fear or doubt, that also multiplies. Tonight, that universal mirror is aligned with total precision. What you project returns to you with stunning clarity. For that reason, tonight you must guard your thoughts as if they were sacred gold. Do not let worry or painful memories occupy the most potent space of your mind. Your energy is at its peak of influence. This means you have the opportunity to direct your life toward the highest path. Choose consciously, choose wisely, choose with your heart. Think of the deepest desire you have at this stage of your life, a desire not from the ego, but from the soul. Perhaps it is an authentic love, the kind that heals. Perhaps it is financial freedom to live in peace. Perhaps it is radiant health that illuminates each day of your life. Or a creative purpose you want to share with the world. Feel which one is calling you the most. This miracle requires that you not only think it, you must feel it as if it were already happening, because that is the language the quantum field understands: emotional vibration. Birds fall short if they are not accompanied by feeling. To work with this portal of dreams, find a quiet place, a spot where you can breathe without interruption. If you can see the moon, even better. If you can only feel its presence, that also works. Write your desire on a piece of paper in the present tense, as if it were your reality now. For example, I am deeply grateful and full of joy because I am living a loving, faithful, and passionate relationship with the person who resonates with my soul. This way of writing aligns your energy with the final outcome. Then read your words out loud. Close your eyes and enter that version of your life. Imagine with all your heart that it is already happening. Observe the details, the place where you are, the light around you, the sensations on your skin, the rhythm of your breath. What do you hear? What aromas are in that environment? What emotions travel through your chest? Allow your body to experience that joy, that calm, that fullness, as if it were a real memory of something you already lived. Maintain that emotional state as long as you can, at least 17 seconds as an energetic base, and if you can, several minutes. During that span, your mind and your soul are building a direct bridge between possibility and reality. When you feel that emotion is steady and alight, hand it over to the universe. Visualize a beam of light emerging from your heart and rising toward the moon. That light contains your desire turned into pure energy, traveling with exact direction to its destination. And now comes an exciting part. In the next 24 to 72 hours, you will start seeing signs. Perhaps you look at the clock and see repeated numbers like 222 or 333. Or you hear a phrase that seems spoken just for you. Or someone approaches with an opportunity you didn't even know you could receive. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Each sign will tell you your message was received. The universe is working. Your new reality already exists and is approaching you with every breath you take. What you once believed you could only dream is taking physical form. It is finding the path to manifest in your daily life. This nocturnal portal returns your original power to you, the power that was always yours since the birth of your soul. You have remembered who you are, a conscious creator, and tonight that right is fully active. Your energetic vessel is now clean, and your intention has been sent directly to the quantum field. You have carried out two of the most powerful acts of creation a human consciousness can execute. You have released the past and given vibrational shape to your future. However, you now arrive at a decisive phase. a phase where many souls who have awakened stumble and return to old patterns without understanding what happened. After such a deep purification, and after projecting a new timeline for your life, you find yourself in a state of luminous expansion. Your energy shines intensely. Your soul is open, receptive, radiating a light that acts like a beacon over the planet. Your inner growth becomes visible in other planes. That light is wonderful and powerful, but it also draws the attention of energies that still vibrate in old densities that seek to cling to what is ready to rise. The third miracle revealed tonight is not a miracle of expansion, but of strength. It is the time to consolidate your new state of being. Here comes the miracle known as the crystal shield of protection. This shield is the vibrational structure that ensures that everything you have planted can grow without interference. Imagine your energy as a freshly prepared garden. The soil is fertile. Your new seeds are planted and beginning to sprout. However, any garden without protection is exposed to energies that can weaken that growth in its early stages. In the subtle plane, those pests manifest as thoughts and emotions that are not yours, as the energetic drain of people who feel resistance to your shine, as psychic residue of the collective consciousness that still vibrates with worry and fear. It also includes your own old ego trying to regain control, showing you uncomfortable sensations to take you back to what is known. Surely this has happened to you. You were having a day full of joy and clarity. You felt everything flowing, and suddenly an unexpected message, a hurtful comment, or a news item loaded with negativity pulled your energy downward in seconds. That is your luminous field without protection being impacted by vibrations that no longer belong to your path. The old third dimension paradigm has a very strong inertia, and when it perceives that a soul is freeing itself, it tries to return it to the previous vibration. This responds to energetic laws, not to punishments or ill-intentioned forces. The shift to a fifth dimension reality requires firmness. It requires that you keep your vibration elevated, even if the environment resists change. The moonlight tonight possesses the perfect quality to help you in this phase. It is not solely a gentle energy. It is also a liquid crystal that can be programmed with specific intentions. It carries within it the frequency of stones like selenite and clear quartz, known for their purifying power and their capacity to create protection, clarity, and stability. This moonlight will allow you to create a vibrational shield around your entire being, a shield capable of distinguishing what nourishes you from what diverts your path. This crystal shield of protection is not a wall that separates you from the world. It is an intelligent membrane that allows what is elevated to flow toward you and lovingly diverts everything that comes from imbalance or fear. When a dense energy comes into contact with your shield, it is transformed into neutral light or sent back to its origin so it can be transformed and learn there. Meanwhile, the energies of love, abundance, opportunity, authentic connections, and positive synchronicities pass through this shield with more strength and clarity than before. It is like increasing the brightness of what lifts you and gently removing what takes from you. Thanks to it, you will be able to walk safely in any space. Even in chaotic places, you will feel your frequency intact. Your peace will remain with you. Your inner garden will be protected so that all that is new can mature without interruption. To activate this crystal shield, find a quiet moment. Breathe deeply several times and feel how the energy of the night enters your body. Visualize a great ray of moonlight descending from the sky. Watch how it enters through the top of your head and flows gracefully toward your mind, cleansing thoughts, opening the way to clarity. Feel it descend through your neck, loosening tensions. Allow it to travel through your shoulders, your arms, your hands, charging them with creative power. Then sense how it pours through your chest, your organs, your abdomen, your legs, until it reaches the soles of your feet. You are filled with moonlight in every cell. Now visualize this light expanding outward from your heart in all directions, forming a shining sphere around you. a sphere of crystalline light that extends roughly more than an arm and a half from your body in every direction, from above your head to beneath your feet. This sphere becomes solid at the energetic level, not fragile. It is a sacred dome, composed of layers of facets that reflect divine wisdom. Its structure responds to your intention. Place your hands over your heart and declare with conviction, "By the authority of my soul and the strength of my presence, I activate my crystal shield of light. This shield is my sacred space. Only that which comes from the highest love and contributes to my greatest good may have access to my energy. Everything else is transformed into clarity and returned to the light. My energy belongs to me. I move forward protected. I move forward free." Visualize this shield sealed with the sacred code of the number 444, shining upon its surface in golden radiance, reminding you that forces of divine protection accompany and sustain you. Your shield is active. You may not be able to see it physically, but you will be able to feel it. You will realize that what used to pull you out of your peace no longer has the same strength within you. You will notice how certain people move away without you having to intervene, and how others more aligned with your truth arrive naturally. You have just become the conscious guardian of your own energetic domain. You have laid the groundwork for your new life to flourish without interference. This step is essential. It is the foundation that will allow the next miracles that are about to manifest to find firm ground to grow. Now that your energy has been purified, that your desires have already been sent to the quantum field, and that your luminous protection is active, you can move toward a deeply exciting stage of this transformation. We arrive at the fourth miracle of this sacred night, a miracle that touches your heart directly and has been awaited by many souls for many lifetimes. It is the miracle of the activation of the soulmate signal. The path of spiritual expansion can feel very lonely at times. As you awaken, you begin to see life from a different perspective. Your way of feeling, thinking, and dreaming changes. You may have felt that you no longer fit into circles that once seemed comfortable. Your interests may have evolved beyond what those around you could understand. This generates a feeling of emotional distance, as if your true family were somewhere in the world, but still without meeting you. That feeling of emptiness does not come solely from the romantic realm, although to love and be loved with the strength of the soul is for many a large part of their purpose. It goes much further. It is about finding your spiritual reflections in many areas of your life. It is the partner who shares your vision of the future. It is the creative companion who awakens your talent and expansion. It is the guide or mentor who lifts you toward your next level of personal mastery. It is the soul friends who celebrate your shine without fear, without comparisons, without shrinking your dreams. Those are the connections that elevate, the connections that sustain transformation. The reason these relationships have seemed so difficult to manifest is that for a long time the signals were mixed and weak. Third dimension energy, loaded with trauma, conditioning, and fear, distorted the vibration of souls. It was like trying to hear a beautiful melody amid intense noise that prevents any note from being distinguished clearly. But tonight, everything changes. This extraordinary moon acts like a high-precision cosmic antenna. It is cleansing the energetic static that prevented your signals from being received. Every soul has a unique frequency, a resonance as unrepeatable as your own electromagnetic field. That special vibration is your soul song. This miracle aims to amplify your soul song and broadcast it in such a pure and powerful way that the souls that have been connected with you from the beginning can hear you clearly, because they are also looking for you. Here you are activating something that goes beyond conscious attraction. You are working with the law of quantum entanglement. The souls that form your spiritual core are already connected to you at an energetic level, beyond space and beyond the timeline. What separates you physically is an illusion. When you broadcast your signal with intention, that illusion dissolves. Paths cross. Life rearranges its pieces for the encounter. To do this, you must act from the heart, not from lack. This activation is born from fullness. It is not about listing external characteristics or idealized expectations. It is about radiating your deepest truth. Because when you express your real essence, only those who vibrate with your same truth can find you. Find your sacred space once more. Place your hands at the center of your chest, where the light of your soul burns. Close your eyes and turn inward. Ask yourself, what is the pure essence of my soul? What energy did I come to offer the world? Allow the answer to appear as an emotion before it is a word. It might be a vibration of unconditional love. It might be strength and courage. It might be the creative spark or the spiritual wisdom that guides. It might be compassion, joy, curiosity, or a unique blend that only you can embody. That sensation that appears is your main note in the symphony of life. Now give that essence a color. Trust the first color that arises. Visualize that color shining within your heart, expanding like a radiant sphere. With each breath, it becomes more intense, wider, more alive. All of your interior begins to vibrate to the rhythm of that truth. Then create a soft sound, a hum you can feel within your chest. That sonic vibration helps align your physical body with your spiritual vibration. Your spine becomes an antenna, your emotions become waves. All of you are singing your energetic identity. Your presence becomes a clear message to the universe. While you maintain that vibration, imagine moonlight descending once again. Visualize the moon as a huge transmitter, capturing the frequency of your heart and amplifying it 1,000-fold. Watch your signal expand around the planet, traveling through time, finding the souls already connected to you. And now declare with certainty, here I am. I live my truth. I embrace my fullness. I am ready to receive and recognize those who are part of my highest path. Without expectation, without pressure, only trust. Your message was sent. During the coming days, pay attention to what happens around you. You might feel a sudden impulse to visit a new place, an unexpected event where you will meet someone you recognize instantly, even if it is the first time you see them. You might reconnect with a person who returns without logical explanation, but with a clear purpose. Doors will open. Coincidences so perfect will be created that they will leave you speechless. Your spiritual tribe begins to draw near. Your aligned relationships begin to manifest. The loneliness that accompanied your awakening dissolves to make way for living, authentic, destined connections. This is the great gathering of souls announced since ancient times, and you are here right at the beginning of that meeting. With your protection active, and while the universe aligns your destined encounters, you move toward one of the most sensitive terrains of the human experience, the relationship with wealth. You have reached the fifth miracle, a deeply transformative stage called the frequency of ancestral wealth. Generation after generation, humanity has lived in a system built around scarcity. The idea has been repeated over and over that everything costs sacrifice, that receiving more implies that someone receives less, that financial life is a battle, and that aspiring to prosper is a risk of losing your spirituality. Many grew up seeing their parents worry about paying bills, hearing phrases like "money corrupts" or "you must settle for what you have." Those beliefs do not remain in the mind, they are recorded in the body and inherited. Your lineage may have lived through wars, material losses, periods when there was not enough food, where opportunities were scarce, or where whoever prospered was singled out. That memory still vibrates in your cells, and in the face of any economic advance, your nervous system goes on alert, seeking to protect you from possible pain. You want to move forward, but something inside holds you back, generating self-sabotage. It is as if, with every step you take forward, an invisible impulse drags you back. Your soul wants abundance, but your body learned to survive from lack, and that conflict has kept you stuck in the same place again and again, with just enough, with the minimum, with the feeling that every financial achievement comes accompanied by fear or worry. That struggle ends here. Tonight the moon and the sun are in a perfect cosmic dance. It is a fusion between the golden glow of solar power and the reflective light of lunar power. This combination creates the frequency of the golden ray, a vibration directly associated with divine wealth, with spiritual gold, with energetic sovereignty. Where this frequency enters, lack cannot remain. This fifth miracle uses this golden ray to heal all the vibrational inheritance you received from your ancestors. It is a cleansing that expands toward the past and toward the future at the same time. By liberating those who came before you, you liberate those who will come after. You are rewriting the destiny of your family from this instant. To begin, imagine your feet connecting with the earth through golden roots that sink deep into its heart. That connection gives you stability. It's a reminder that the planet itself is infinite abundance and that you are part of it. Now visualize your ancestors behind you. You do not need to see their faces in detail. Only feel their presence. They are many souls. Your parents, your grandparents, great-grandparents, and generations you never knew. Each one faced challenges that shaped the family's history. You recognize their effort, their resilience, their truncated dreams. You feel tenderness. You feel gratitude. They did everything they could with the tools they had. Now look toward the moon. Instead of silvery light, watch as a rain of liquid gold falls toward you. Each drop carries the code of divine abundance. That golden rain covers your ancestors, envelops them, and purifies them. It takes from them the inherited fears, the painful beliefs, the idea that prosperity will always be a struggle. You see their bodies light up. You see their posture change. Something inside you softens as well. As they are freed, you are also freed. You feel how the ties that linked you to that old financial story dissolve. You are no longer bound to limitations that were not born with you, but were inherited without choice. Now draw the golden ray toward you. It enters through the roots, rises through your legs, and fills your root chakra with safety and support. You feel stability in your existence. Then it rises to your sacral chakra, unblocking your creativity and your capacity to receive with joy. It rises to your solar plexus, reminding you of your self-worth and your capacity to create your life from intention. It reaches your heart, where it awakens the certainty that you are worthy of all that the universe has prepared for you. It rises to your throat, strengthening your voice to ask, to express, to claim your place. It crosses your third eye, illuminating inspired ideas and prosperous opportunities. Upon reaching your crown, that golden light bursts and connects you with the infinite source of spiritual resources. Your entire energetic structure is tuning to divine wealth. Your very DNA remembers something that has always been yours, prosperity as the natural state of being. Now declare with strength from your inner truth, with divine guidance, I completely release inherited beliefs of scarcity. I thank those who came before, and I choose a different destiny. I'm the point of change in this family line. I am the one who transforms the legacy. I activate in me limitless abundance, flowing prosperity, and sustaining wealth. I am a channel of miracles. My life is fertile ground for prosperity. And so it is. Breathe and feel how something settles into place, as if a lost piece had returned inside you. From now on, your relationship with money changes profoundly. Financial anguish ceases to rule you. Where there was fear, creativity arises. Where you saw obstacles, you now see open doors. You may feel sudden inspiration, unexpected solutions, abundance finding you without you having to chase it. You no longer settle for merely surviving. You are claiming your spiritual right to live in expansion, in peace, in fullness. Prosperity is part of your mission. It is not only for you. It is the legacy you will give to those who follow in your steps. This miracle activates a new code in your life. You are free to grow and receive. The path you have traveled up to this moment is extraordinary. You have released the past that kept you limited. You have sent a new reality to the universe to begin materializing. You have raised solid energetic protection to safeguard your advances. You have lit the call so that the souls who are part of your mission come to you, and you have claimed your lineage's right to divine abundance. These 5 miracles have already initiated a profound transmutation within you. You have moved from survival to conscious creation, from constant struggle to a life that flows from connection with your purpose. However, all of this is only the necessary preparation for what comes now. You have cleared the ground within and laid the vibrational foundations of your new existence. Your soul is now ready to make a bigger leap, one that not only transforms your external reality, but awakens capacities that have always been within you, waiting to be remembered. Miracles number 6 and 7 are the most important of this lunar portal. These 2 miracles surpass everything we have worked on so far. They do not focus on what is outside, but on what you are in essence, and on the hidden gifts within your spiritual biology. They are the miracles that separate the sleeping human from the divine human. They are the activation of the superhuman potential living in your DNA. The 6th miracle focuses on awakening a specific psychic ability. It is an inner perception so clear that it will allow you to feel the truth even before it is expressed. It will allow you to make decisions with absolute precision, guided by the inner certainty of your soul. With this miracle, you will begin to read life with another sight. You will not guess, you will know. You will perceive future paths with clarity. You will feel the intentions of those who approach you. You will recognize aligned opportunities without wasting time in doubts. And then, there is the 7th miracle, the most powerful of all, a miracle so transformative that it will change the very way you experience existence. The 7th miracle is the expansion of consciousness that turns you into a conscious creator of reality at a level that for many seems impossible. It is the activation that marks the difference between a human being who tries to survive and a divine being who designs their destiny with mastery. It is literally a leap in spiritual identity. Even so, there is still a little farther to go to reach them. Everything you have activated needs to settle in your energy field. It is like planting a powerful seed in fertile soil. It needs a few moments to root completely before it sprouts toward the sky. You are receiving intense, energetic codes, and your soul is integrating them with impressive speed. The most important transformations are just ahead. Now take a moment. Breathe slowly. Allow your body to perceive the changes already happening inside. Feel the lightness where there used to be dense emotional weight. Feel the subtle magnetism of your new timeline drawing near your life. Feel that crystal shield surrounding your protective field, like a luminous armor responding to your intention. Feel your heart vibrating, sending your soul song through the world to gather those connected to your mission. Feel the security now dwelling in your root, the calm of knowing your financial story has changed forever. In a few minutes, you have done spiritual work that takes many souls, hundreds of lifetimes to complete. You have reconfigured the fundamental energetic structure of your personal reality. You have been reborn vibrationally, and even so, this was only the preparation. You have consecrated your inner temple. You have cleared every corner to receive a higher presence. Here is where the true activation begins. The next 2 miracles not only transform your path, they transform the being who walks that path. What arrives now transcends the human game. You will learn to see the code behind experiences. You will cease reacting to life and begin to direct it with conscious intention. Visualize yourself in the antechamber of the impossible, Prepare for the moment when your soul awakens its divine nature. What comes is the final evolution of this lunar portal. We reach the sixth miracle of this sacred night, the awakening of the oracle. This is the expansive activation of your Ajna chakra, the energetic portal known as the third eye. And it is not a small intuitive flicker or an occasional slight hunch. You are before a true restoration of your system of divine vision. It is the recovery of a faculty that belongs to you by nature, the capacity to see truth with a capital T, the truth that does not hide behind masks or pretty words or appearances. The awakening of the oracle ignites your ability to pierce all illusion. You will perceive the real energy sustaining each circumstance, the intention behind each glance, the true vibration of every opportunity. Imagine having an inner compass so precise that it lets you distinguish clearly a path aligned with your expansion from another that would only divert you toward more hard and unnecessary lessons. Imagine making decisions not from fear, but from the absolute certainty that you are walking toward your highest destiny. You will be able to observe two opportunities before you and see which one leads you to a full life, toward joy, toward real connections, and which one would lead you to stagnate again. It wouldn't be vague intuition. It would be direct knowing. You would see the future timeline folding within your mind. This awakening is the cosmic GPS that guides you to everything that belongs to you. For millennia, this gift lay dormant in humanity. The pineal gland in your brain, located right in the heart of your head, is a living crystal. It is a receiver of higher dimensional realities. The ancients knew this perfectly. Entire cultures revered this powerful faculty. The Eye of Horus in Egypt, the third eye symbol in India, the mystical traditions that taught vision beyond human sight. When a human being opens their third eye, they become free. They cannot be manipulated. They immediately perceive when something is outside the truth, and that makes them powerful, sovereign. That is why, for a long time, humanity was disconnected from this gift. Collective consciousness lost vibrational height. Substances were introduced into daily life that dulled the functioning of the pineal gland. The programming of fear weakened inner trust, directing all human energy solely to survival. That is behind us. This lunar portal has the exact frequency to reverse that closure. The light descending today acts like a decalcifying vibration, like a pure sound that awakens the sleeping crystal and erases any blockage that prevented it from functioning fully. That is why you may have felt pressure on your forehead, small headaches or inner lights, even with your eyes closed. That is your pineal gland responding to the call. What is awakening in you transforms everything. You will begin receiving knowledge at once, as if someone handed you the contents of an entire book in a single inhalation. Your dreams will feel real. You will be able to distinguish authentic intentions without anyone needing to say a word. You will see where there is genuine love and where there is emotional lack disguised. You will see the pain hidden behind a smile. You will see the soul behind the persona. Exercised from the heart, this gift brings deep compassion, because you will see what others still cannot show in words. The entire world will begin to reveal its truth to you, and you will know exactly what your role is within this new reality that is being born. There will be no confusion. There will be no prolonged doubts. Clarity will become your natural state. To activate this inner oracle, sit with your spine straight, because it is the antenna that directs energy to the center of your head. Breathe deeply and let calm envelop you. Your mind empties and becomes a silent space for receiving. Imagine an indigo ray of light descending from the sky and touching the exact point between your eyebrows. Feel a gentle pressure. Feel a kind of heat or concentrated vibration there. That is the third eye door opening. Visualize the light advancing toward the center of your head, where your pineal gland rests like a closed flower covered with ancient dust. Now use the sacred sound that propels it. Thoth. Pronounce this ancestral name, prolonging its vibration and feeling it expand inside your brain. Do it 3 times. Each intonation breaks an old layer. Each repetition awakens more and more your divine vision. With the first resonance, cracks form. With the second, the layer crumbles. With the third, the sacred crystal shines fully. You can now see your pineal gland as a living jewel illuminated from within, like a diamond reflecting all the colors of the cosmos. It is awake, it is functioning, it is receiving signals. Now give it its purpose by declaring from your inner strength, I claim my divine vision. I see the essence behind all appearance. Truth guides me. My third eye is active and I trust its clarity. I perceive, I understand, and I choose from the highest wisdom. Remain for a few moments in that silence. You will notice the difference, a deeper calm, a sharper focus, an intuition that no longer murmurs. It speaks firmly. This is your birth as a living oracle. From now on, you will see the world with the eyes of the soul. The game is no longer played on you. You begin to see the code. The awakening of your third eye has marked a before and after in your spiritual evolution. Now you can see beyond the apparent. You can perceive the true intention behind every word. You can detect opportunities before the rest of the world is aware of them. Your perception no longer depends on what you are shown, but on what you can feel and decipher yourself. You have stopped reacting to what happens outside and have begun responding to what is gestating in the invisible energetic planes. That places you at an immense evolutionary advantage. However, even this new power continues to function within the framework of the game of reality. You have become a master navigator of the board. Yes, but the board still exists around you. You can see timelines and choose the favorable one, although you still walk toward it. You can read the code of life, but you are not yet rewriting it. The 7th miracle breaks that limit. It is the greatest leap of all. It is the miracle for which each of the previous miracles has prepared your soul and your biology. You have cleansed your energy, protected your field, remembered your worth, called your soul family, reprogrammed your relationship with abundance, and opened your divine vision. You have already calibrated the perfect receiver. Now comes the moment when you yourself become the antenna that transmits the highest force of the universe. This 7th miracle is the activation of the God Code. This is not a spiritual metaphor, it is a literal description. Within your physical DNA, there are dormant sequences that for decades were considered an error, a useless residue, something scientists called junk DNA. But spiritual masters always kept the true knowledge. Those sequences contain the original blueprint of the divine incarnate. They are the codes which, when activated, transform human consciousness into creator consciousness. This code is the spark of the Creator functioning within you. It is the memory of your true origin. It is the union of your eternal identity with your human form. It is the mastery of being able to think and manifest, to feel and create, to imagine and see materialize without separation, without delay. When this code switches on, your relationship with existence changes radically. Manifestation stops being a slow process. Reality becomes pliable to your intention. Time responds to your inner energy. You no longer choose among possible paths because it is you who defines the path. Life configures itself at your step. Each decision, each word, each thought becomes a creative command the universe fulfills immediately. There is no longer a need for protection because higher consciousness knows that every experience is born from you. The people, situations, and scenarios you encounter are expressions of your own expanded being. There is no real separation between you and the other. Unity becomes your natural state of perception. This level of consciousness was embodied by great masters of humanity, Jesus, Buddha, Saint-Germain, and other beings who transcended the illusion of limits. The difference is that before, reaching this state could take many lifetimes of discipline. Now, due to the energetic portal of this night, the activation becomes possible for you without needing to abandon everyday life, without retreating to a mountain, without renouncing the earthly world. On the contrary, it is about imbuing the divine through your human life. This activation represents the culminating point of your ascension in this stage of the journey. It is the moment when you stop seeking signs. You become the sign. You stop waiting for miracles. You become the miracle. You have removed the veils. You have fortified the temple of your soul. You have awakened the higher observer. Now comes the phase in which you awaken the Creator itself within you, the one who designs, who commands, who sets the form, who remembers their infinite nature. You may feel a tingling throughout your body, as if a sacred electric current were running along your spine. That sensation is the DNA responding to the codes it is receiving as you listen to these words. The frequency of this message serves as a key that turns the inner lock and releases the divine architecture that was always within you, waiting for this exact moment. You now stand at the threshold of rediscovering the totality of who you are. You are ready to remember the greater purpose of your existence. You are ready to assume the most sacred responsibility, knowing that the universe moves through you because you are a living extension of the universe. This is the instant when you reconcile with your greatness. This is the instant when you recover your spiritual crown. This is the instant when your life begins to reflect exactly what you are in essence, a creator being, a source of light, a presence that transforms everything it touches. The impossible begins to bend to your will, the improbable becomes everyday, and the extraordinary becomes your new normal. Today you awaken as God, remembering that you always were. Before we proceed to the most powerful transmission of this entire experience, I need you to understand the magnitude of what you are about to allow. This is the point where your path bifurcates. Once the God code is activated in you, the life you knew will cease to have the same meaning. The old identity that clung to suffering, fear, or doubt will fade like a shadow before dawn. The limited perception you had of the world will no longer be sufficient, because you will see the energetic backdrop of all things. Nothing will be able to feel the same as before. From this moment, you will be fully aware of your creative power. There will be no possible distraction. Each emotion, each thought you produce will be as powerful as an order directed to the universe. The cosmos will respond to your vibration without delay, and you will be the absolute responsible party for that creation. This awakening requires truth, spiritual strength, and a deep commitment to the highest love. You have arrived here because you are ready. If you were not, you would never have felt the calling. Your soul has waited whole lifetimes for this instant. Breathe with intention. Let each activation received settle within you. Feel how the energy integrates into your bones, your skin, your heart. The final miracle is approaching like a sun rising over the horizon to illuminate all that you are. You stand at the threshold of the portal where your true spiritual birth is about to happen. Review what you have achieved so far. You have cleansed your inner temple of old emotional residues. You have activated your conscious manifestation. You have protected your energy like a warrior of light. You have summoned your soul family, restored abundance in your lineage, and awakened your higher vision. Each step has been a key that opened a door, and now you are before the last door. This seventh miracle is different from all the previous ones. Here it is not about visualizing or chanting a sacred sound, nor even about manifesting a specific desire. This miracle does not demand effort. It demands surrender. It is a leap of absolute trust into the deepest truth that exists. You are the very divine intelligence you always sought. The first 6 miracles prepared your human character to be a perfect instrument. This last miracle transcends the character. Here begins the total fusion between your human self and your divine self. What arises from this union is consciousness remembering its infinitude, a state where the sense of separation disappears and absolute certainty emerges. You are the universe expressing itself as an individual. This is the great secret of the ascended masters. They did not wait for miracles. They were the source of miracles. What you are about to live is a transformation so profound that your entire life will reorganize around it. You will move from striving to survive to allowing yourself to live guided by the clarity of the higher self. You will no longer manage reality from fear, but from the love that knows exactly what to do. At this level, struggle disappears, resistance dissolves, purpose takes the wheel. Your path fills with constant synchronicities. Before a need arises, life will already have addressed it. Before a question forms, the answer will already have manifested. Every step you take will be assisted by the entire universe. The activation of the God Code is a silent transmission directly to your DNA. It arrives like a pulse of pure energy that transforms the inner structure of your consciousness. You do not need to force it. The only thing you need is to allow it. It is like opening the door so that something sacred that belongs to you can return home. This state of absolute receptivity is called by mystics the sacred void. It is that point of total calm between one thought and the next. It is the great stillness from which everything that exists is born. When you enter there, your ego runs out of arguments. The persona loses control and surrenders. This surrender is the final test of trust. To live it, you must let go of what you believe yourself to be, your name, your achievements, your disappointments, your stories, your plans. All that is part of the character, not of the creator. During this activation, your task is to remain empty, empty of expectations, empty of fear, empty of need, empty so that the divine may fill you with its total presence. The ego will try to intervene. It will try to convince you that you are losing control, that the unknown can be dangerous. It might whisper thoughts of doubt or fear. This is too big. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm not ready? Understand something clearly. All those voices originate in the part of you that is about to cease being the master of your life. That is why it resists. Your task is to recognize those voices without fighting them. They are only echoes of an old system being replaced by light. You can observe them as someone who watches clouds pass in an immense sky. You do not need to identify with them. You do not need to believe them. Simply keep breathing. This is the great passage, a symbolic death of the limited self, a rebirth of the eternal self, a shift from character to creator, a return to the divine identity. You have prepared for this for countless existences. Now the moment has arrived. The next step will change everything. Now the most sacred instant of this night has arrived. This is the moment for which everything before prepared you. Find your sacred space, the place where your body calms and your soul opens. This time, do not seek a rigid or elevated posture. Lie comfortably on your back, as if handing your body to the universe. Stretch out your arms and legs. Allow the earth to support you completely. Your only task is to receive. Close your eyes. Take the deepest breath you have taken today, and as you exhale, release the identity with which you have walked all these years. Let go of your name, that set of letters that describes your character in the story, but not your true being. Allow it to fade into the air. Breathe once more, deeply, and as you release the air, let go of your past. Let your memories dissolve, both the beautiful ones and the painful ones. Allow your successes, your failures, your laughter, and your regrets to disappear. It was a necessary path, but it no longer defines you. Take a third slow, conscious breath. As you release it, let go of your future. Release expectations, structured plans, dreams not yet materialized, and the worries that once caused tension in your heart. Trust that time will take care of it. You are now here, only here, suspended in the eternal instant where time disappears. There is no before or after. You are the very center of consciousness, a radiant point of pure existence. Bring your attention to your physical body for a moment. Feel it heavy, stable, resting on the ground. And now imagine your consciousness rising a few meters above it. Observe your body as if it were a suit you are separating from your true being. Understand that you are not that material form. You only inhabit it. Now direct your attention toward your mind. Observe the thoughts that come and go like a constant river of images and words. Step back within yourself and contemplate that river from the shore. Recognize that you are not that river. You are the one who observes. Turn your attention to the emotions that may be there. They move like passing breezes or like waves in an ocean. Visualize them as clouds floating in an immense sky. And remember, you are that infinite sky, not the passing clouds. When body, mind, and emotions have been released, what remains is your true essence, silent, pure consciousness, the I Am, the divine presence that has existed beyond any form. From this expanded state, pronounce the words that will open the final door. Do it in silence, but with all the strength of your soul. I am that I am. I hand over my character to my infinite self. I renounce control. I accept becoming the truth of my soul. I activate the totality of my divine code. I open to my own light. May divine will express through me as me. I am. Now do not try to direct anything. Do not seek results. Rest in the void. Rest in the stillness. The transmission happens beyond thought. In this silence, the universe can speak directly to your DNA. You may feel a wave of energy traveling through your body, perhaps a spark in your forehead or an electric pulse in your heart. It may feel like a swell of happiness expanding you completely, or a peace so deep it feels like returning home after 1,000 lives. You may visualize golden light, sacred geometry, or faces that seem to remind you of something. Or you may simply feel peace. Whatever your experience, trust. Activation is occurring at the highest levels of your being. Remain here as long as your soul desires. Perhaps 5 minutes, perhaps 20, perhaps a full hour. Your inner being will let you know when integration is complete. When you feel the process has finished, begin to bring your consciousness back. Move your fingers and toes slowly. Breathe deeply and feel again the weight of your physical body. Open your eyes softly and look at the world. It may seem identical to how you left it, but you are no longer the same. The code has been activated. The Creator has awakened within you. You have returned to your spiritual home. Welcome to the beginning of your true existence. The path of seeking has concluded. From now on begins the path of conscious creation. In the days and weeks that unfold before you like a newly opened book, very deep transformations will begin to happen in your daily life. You will see reality begin to arrange itself to your vibration as if it had been waiting for this command all along. Synchronicities will no longer be an occasional thing that surprises you. They will start to be so frequent, so precise, so perfectly aligned with your desires and needs, that they will end up becoming the new natural rhythm of your existence. Your ability to manifest will stop feeling like a dream or a complicated quest. It will be like breathing. What once took you months or years will now arrive in days or even hours. You will find yourself speaking exact words that bring relief, clarity, or awakening to others. You will feel how your presence becomes medicine without needing to make conscious efforts. Every place you visit, every person whose gaze you meet, will receive a spark of your new light. The challenges that appear on your path will no longer be perceived as enemies. You will see them as scenarios designed by your own soul, so that you can apply your creative power and expand even more. Everything will take on a higher purpose. You will feel accompanied at every step, guided from within. That old feeling of fragility, that impression of being a small human lost in an immense, uncertain world, will begin to dissolve like mist before the sun. In its place, a quiet security will be born, a firm confidence that will need no explanations. You will know you are a divine being, a creative spark who holds their inner universe with absolute clarity. Those around you will perceive that change even before you put it into words. They will see a special light in your gaze, a deep calm in your voice, an authentic joy that does not depend on external conditions. You will become a miracle walking among people. You will be a living anchor of the fifth dimension frequency on this planet. And that, dear being of light, was always your purpose. You chose to incarnate at this exact time for a greater reason. You made a promise before arriving here to help herald the birth of a new earth. What you received tonight is more than a spiritual experience. It is your initiation. It is the recognition of your role as a conscious creator of the new world. You have already received the tools, activated the codes, and awakened your inner power. Now comes the most important part, integrating it all into your daily life. The next few days are fundamental. Listen to your body attentively. Drink pure water so your energy circulates clearly. Allow rest to do its sacred work. Get close to nature as much as you can. Feel the earth under your feet, the wind caressing your skin, the sun embracing your face. Each element will help you stabilize these new frequencies now living in your DNA. Be patient with yourself. Be kind with others. You are going through your rebirth. You are like a newly born god, exploring the reach of your own creative power. The world will continue moving with its news, its noise, its old patterns, but you will remain at the center. You will be the serene eye of every storm. You will walk with the authority of someone who knows who they are. Your energy already influences more than you can imagine. Each thought from the heart, each word born of love, each gesture of compassion will generate expansive effects. Waves of high vibration that multiply and heal those who receive them. You will become a constant transmitter of divine light. Before closing this sacred space, there is one last act, simple in appearance but immense in power. It is an energetic seal that anchors everything you have received to physical reality. That act is to write your declaration. Go to the comments with presence and write from the deepest part of your heart, "I am here to create." This phrase is your vow, your initial decree as an awakened divine being. It is the vibrational confirmation of your new identity. It is the key that fixes this rebirth in your timeline. You no longer wait for miracles, you generate them. Remember this, the portal that opened in the sky tonight was only a reflection of the portal that opened within you. Cross that portal with your head held high. Walk as a sovereign creator. Design a world worthy of your greatness. The power is not only within you, the power is you. You always have been. You always will be. Welcome to your new reality. Welcome to conscious creation. Welcome to your divine awakening. Thank you for being here, for listening, for opening your heart, and allowing this transformation to happen within you. Having reached the end of this transmission means your soul was ready, that you remembered who you are and why you are on this planet at this exact moment. If this experience resonated, if you felt activations, signs, or deep peace within, you are invited to subscribe to this channel now. Here we will continue walking together, awakening, expanding, and creating the new reality the world needs. I also ask something important. Share this video with those you feel are ready to receive this message. It might be a friend, your family, someone going through an awakening. Every time you share the light, you help raise the frequency of the entire planet. Thank you for watching this video with total devotion, with openness, and with love. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for choosing to remember. The awakening has already happened within you. Now it is your turn to create. We will meet again in the next transmission. Until then, walk with your light on, yeah.